Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We finally can get out on the ice on Lake Winnebago with Captain Matt Merten.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, today is January the 22nd, and I'll tell you what, this is the latest I've ever gotten out on Lake Winnebago. I had to wait until now, Matt, to get out here, even on ATVs. Has this been one of the more unusual Januaries you've ever seen?
Yeah, it's been quite a while since we had one quite this late. Maybe 10 or 15 years ago, there was another one like this.
So many people are calling me and asking me about the ice conditions out here. Generally, what are you telling people right now? We're going off the west end. Let's talk about the west end of Lake Winnebago around the Oshkosh area. How is the ice?
All in all, it's not too bad. It's the shorelines and across the reefs that are of concern.
Okay, now we're about, 4 miles offshore right now, maybe?
Yep.
And we got 9-10 inches of good ice out here, but we did have to cross a track. Now, or a crack. Can you explain how we did that?
The old-fashioned way, we got out some lumber and laid it across the crack and drove our machines real slow, no jumping.
So go slow when you're going over those cracks?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll tell you what, folks, I would not at this point recommend a truck or a car.
Oh gosh,
here.
no.
What are we targeting today?
Anything that pulls in a line, but this school is primarily walleye, perch, and white bass.
And we got some special guests today. You know that? We got some guys from Johnsonville. You want to meet them?
My heroes.
Let's meet them.
My name is Brett Ashworth, 17 years working at Johnsonville, love the place, and I am from Howards Grove, Wisconsin.
Scott Hillink, Howards Grove, Wisconsin.
I'm Kevin Schnurr, I work at Johnsonville for 10 years, and I'm from Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
Hi, my name's Hunter. My dad works at Johnsonville, and I go to Roncalli High School.
Hey folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
Meet Chris McGillis of McGillis Weimer, experienced personal injury lawyers.
A lot of the people that watch your show, I mean, those are the type of customers and clients that we have, right? I mean, good people, care about their community, they're passionate about the outdoors. That's just been a way to have a bond with somebody in a relationship. To truly tell a client's story to a jury or a judge and be persuasive, I really think you gotta be able to walk in their shoes and be able to explain why what happened to them matters.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week, save 10% on the Mr. Heater Buddy Heaters on sale starting at $62.99. And save 10% on the Roadrunner Power Sports batteries on sale starting at $38.69.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As we talked about, we're out on Lake Winnebago with Captain Matt Merten. And Matt, you know, you and I are going to fish outside today, but I want to mention with your guide service, you got our Johnsonvilles and Blake all tucked away in your warm shacks.
Nice and toasty, furnace running. Yeah, they got her made in there.
They sure do. And I want to mention too, though, folks want to come up and fish with you for the perch or the walleyes. You've got all the rods and reels and equipment for everybody, right?
Yeah, everything. Just bring some light clothes and a fishing license and a bucket to carry the fish away.
Carry the fish away. Hey, interesting bite right now. You know, a lot of times I'm out here and I like to use the Castmasters, but this has been the hot bait out here. What is this one, Matt?
This is a clown color hyper rattle.
Okay, and that's an Acme bait.
Acme.
And what I've always wondered, you know, they've got two holes in the top of these baits. How do you know which hole to use?
You got to let the fish tell you which hole, but if it's an aggressive bite, I use the back hole because you'll get a much larger movement, dart when you jig, using the back hole to trigger those aggressive fish. If the fish are on a pouty day and they don't really want to see a lot of movement, use the front hole.
Eric, you're going to be the first to connect, huh, buddy? Let me get that locator out of the way there, buddy. Feel pretty good?
Yeah, that's a decent fish, I think.
All right, all right.
Bob's.
Good job, buddy. Oh, look at the size of that walleye. Holy cow, come on up here, Eric. Boy, is that a beautiful fish, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Now, you guys were out yesterday. You got a lot of them?
I would say a fair amount. Yes, definitely a fair amount. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a beautiful fish. And, you know, Matt was telling me earlier there's a lot of bait, and that makes the fishing a little tougher.
Really tough, really tough. There's a lot of fish down there, and they got full bellies. You got to make them react. You got to jiggle it just right.
Well, what do we got here? We got a flag up. All right, Hunter is on the flag. Feel anything there, buddy?
Not much.
Okay, let's see what happens here. As soon as you feel pressure, is that when you hit him?
Yep, he's on. You feel him?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the size of this walleye. A little bit more, buddy. A little bit more. Beautiful walleye, Hunter. Come on over here, buddy. Stay right down here. That was quite the battle, wasn't it?
No.
No. The average size of these fish is impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, they're pretty chunky.
Now I didn't even know we had tip up set out. How much did you put out?
Just two, just to see.
How far you got them set down?
About 4 feet off the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful walleye, buddy. Now, where do you go to school?
Roncalli.
Roncalli. Now, what city is that in?
Manitowoc.
And what's your favorite food?
Fish.
Johnsonville's.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just kidding you. You got a nice couple of fillets right there. Congrats, Hunter. What grade are you in?
Freshman.
Freshman. All right, buddy.
Awesome.
Why aren't you in school today?
Fishing.
Hey, Matt. All right, just got a nice one on a tip up, buddy. I'll tell you what, the average size of these walleyes is awesome. You know that, buddy?
They're tanks this year. They got nice fat bellies.
Okay, let's see. Here he comes. And, ooh, another. That's the smallest walleye I've seen today. I'm just
going after
you.
the eaters.
Now, I want you to, let's talk about the width of these fish, which to me is just amazing. If you want to hold them out, I know that it's cold out here, man, but these tummies, I mean, I've fished Winnebago with you many years, buddy. I've never seen them this fat.
No,
What's the deal?
This year we are absolutely full of bait fish.
Really?
We got grounders, we got emerald shiners, we got shad. We got it all this year.
Hey folks, taking a break in the fishing. I'm pretty excited about Saturday, February the 4th, which is actually next Saturday. You and I are going to be at Kettle Marine in Jackson, Wisconsin.
Yep, and you'll be giving a seminar. We'll be taking pictures with whoever wants. There'll be a Johnsonville brats and boats. It's fun.
Yeah, the Johnsonville brat lunch is going to be very good. But again, folks, that is at Kettle Marine in Jackson, Wisconsin, and that's going to be Saturday, February the 4th, 11 to 2. Jackson is just a few miles north of Milwaukee.
Come see us.
Hey, Trav, how are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, man. Here he comes. I think. Oh, look at that. That's a sauger.
Sure is.
Hey, let's walk up and show the folks. Now, how can you tell the difference, Trav?
Well, there's no white tip on the tail, and it's got black spots in the fins.
Right up here?
Yeah.
Now, are these common on Winnebago again?
More often than you think.
And there's a special regulation on these?
There is.
Do you know what it is?
I don't.
Hey, here we go, Brad again. Oh, it's Travis. I didn't even, I can't tell anybody apart with all, look at the size of that perch.
The first one today.
That is gorgeous. Now we're in late January. This perch fishing, actually, if you can put that down for 1 second there, buddy. If we get into February and March, the perch fishing gets better.
The perch fishing should get better. We're really,
you know, Winnebago's behind this year. We don't have a lot of ice. We're just getting on top of these things. So, and what we're seeing are this size. So,
I mean, that's what, 9.5, 10 maybe?
Yeah, that's right there. Great.
Look at how he ate your bait there too, man. And these are on the bottom.
These are on the bottom, but this one I actually had to crank, and he kept chasing like 7 feet before he finally bit. Yeah.
Hey, here we go. Brad's got something on. We just got a really nice perch. And, ooh, there, look at that perch. Oh my gosh, that thing is a giant. Holy cow. This is what Winnebago is going to be famous for in the next couple of years, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a ton of perch out here this year, and they're just all nice fatties like this. It's great to see.
Now, how big is that one?
That one's probably about, probably 10 and a half, 11.
Isn't that gorgeous? And the coloring on those fish, whoa, is just fabulous.
Yes. Yeah.
And so it's interesting to me that you see all these different species swimming together. Is that common?
Yeah, it's fairly common out here. Usually when you get on the fish, you can pick up you never know what you're going to set the hook into. And that's the awesome thing about fishing the Winnebago system.
A tip up, I was just moving too. Well, we got Hunter's out of the shack, huh? I'll tell you what, folks, Hunter spends most of his time in that heated shack today. I don't blame him. Anything on there, buddy?
I think so.
Oh, I think so too. I'll tell you what, Midday has been a pretty good bite. Here's your marker, keep them coming. Ooh, another nice walleye. Grab him, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Whoa, I'll tell you what, the old Hunter's been hot on the tip-ups today. What happened? Did you look out the window and see that up?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I'll tell you what, folks. Those are just absolutely gorgeous walleyes. Now, do you like to eat fish?
Sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And what are you missing in school today, do you think?
Not much.
Ooh, there we go. Let's see. I'm marking fish near the bottom right now. And, ooh, nice perchy. Now, would you consider that average?
Yeah, this is a good average eating fish here.
Right. And guess what? Where you caught them? Right next to the grill. Can you smell what's cooking?
I can smell the broth's cooking.
Are you hungry?
I'm starving.
Wow. Well, you guys have really been a help today. How many holes do you think you've fished today so far?
Probably 50 plus holes today.
Seriously, in a half a day?
Yep.
You've drilled 50 and fished 50?
Yep.
You know, folks, nothing draws a crowd when you're on the ice like Johnsonville's. And I've been doing these lunch breaks now, I think, for 21 years. And you know what? I love it more every time I do them. But I have never had two Johnsonville employees do my lunch break. What is the proper way to cook a Johnsonville brat?
That's an excellent question. So you want to have low heat, very low heat, and you want to rotate them evenly. And I'd say every 5 to 10 minutes or so you get that color on all sides.
And you don't want to puncture those skins?
Never puncture the skin.
What happens if you puncture the skin?
Oh man, you better have the fire extinguisher ready, because those juices, those tasty juices, are going to ignite and just blow everything up.
Well, come on, how are they?
Yay, Johnsonville!
We were fishing Lake Winnebago in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. A 1.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 2.5 hours from Chicago, and 4.5 hours from Minneapolis.
I'm here with Thane at the Clam headquarters in Rogers, Minnesota. And the Ice Armor by Clam has a wide variety of handwear, don't you?
Absolutely, Blake. We like to say once again, we've got something for everyone in our Ice Armor glove and mitt selection. Whether it's ice fishing or any other winter activity, if you're going to be outside and it's cold, we're going to have a glove or a mitt for you. Anything from something with very little insulation to some of our warmest gloves. We've got stuff for different types of activities. So if you need a lot of dexterity in your hands, we've got gloves for that. Women's gloves, youth gloves, Blake, we've got it all.
Well, I know for sure I'm only going to be wearing the Ice Armor by Clam gloves all winter long. For more information, go to clamoutdoors.com.
live imaging shows you what's below in real time with edge-to-edge clarity and no gaps in coverage, all so you can turn must-watch detail into non-stop action. Only from Humminbird.
Folks, taking a break in the fishing, it's always fun to introduce products that'll really help you out. This is the Johnson Pump Portable Aeration System, and what is really cool about this, it keeps your minnows really alive. Listen to this. I mean, that is like having a bait shop on the water. And you know something, Wes? Our competitors just put bubbles into the water. We actually are providing oxygen.
Correct. We're forcing oxygen down in the water, which gives the bait oxygen, and it also removes the CO2, allowing the bait to take in that oxygen, which keeps them alive and lively.
What I like too is a lot of times will transport large amounts of bait a long distance. So this can be put on a cooler system or in your boat?
Yeah, John, I'm not handy at all, and in less than an hour I converted this clam bucket into a complete bait well.
Oh, there's one. Were you watching that one come in?
He was licking on it.
Because I've been marking some fish that come up and don't. Ooh, there's a nice perch, Matt. Hold them up in front of you there, buddy, if you would. Nice job. But we got to tell the folks, seriously, how many fish we're seeing that aren't biting.
There's a bunch of them. They're pouting.
So what do? You just stay in the same spot and wait them out, or try different baits, or what?
If we're not if they're here, they were active, then the sun came out. It seems like they're really slowed down once that sun came out. Therefore, I wouldn't move too much. I would stay right in the vicinity where the fish are. Odds are this school's probably not going to bite when the sun comes out, just like another school is going to be. So
how many? Was he aggressive?
No, but I was dead stick and I was looking around. I looked back and he was already on his way up to my bait. I just gave it a couple wiggles and he ate it.
Help, buddy.
Coming, John.
Ooh, a whitey.
Got a great white.
I love catching white bass, buddy. I really do. And you're going to tell me that that's a small one.
That's a medium.
A medium one.
Yeah.
Folks, when they hit, I mean, you know, I'll tell you what, when you get on a school of them, Matt, isn't that a blast?
There's nothing finer than when you get a 2 or 3 feet of white bass underneath you.
I know, and then one of them will shoot up out of the group.
Yep.
And that is, to me, that's a perfect eating size whitey there. But you know, folks, we always talk about conservation and all of that, and you should be conservative with all the fish you catch, but there's no problem with keeping 10, 15, 20 of these,
no,
right?
Yeah, I myself, I'm not into keeping 2 or 3 buckets out of there. I only want to sit down and clean fish for about a half an hour, so I stop at maybe a quarter or half a bucket.
Right. And again, folks, truly delicious fish, and they get a bad rap from people. But the key with this, if you're going to catch these in the spring or summer, you got to keep them alive or keep them cold.
I just put them right on ice.
Right on ice,
right on
away.
Ice, straight on ice.
Because they do go bad quickly.
Very quickly. The way it was explained to me by one of them scientists people, that they have more enzymes in their meat than most other fish. The enzymes are what breaks down the meat and make it softer. That's why we age steak and so forth. That's what's in white bass.
Okay, hold them. Yeah, I mean, that folks come out here and do that.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal, up to 25% off all ice augers, shelters, underwater cameras, and ice flashers.
There he is, Matt. There he is. Yes! All right. Let's see what we got here, buddy. And here he is. Ooh, another nice perch there, Matt. There we go, buddy. And I'll tell you, I've been out here. Come on up. I've been out here on days with Matt where you and I and Blake sat in the shack and caught 100 of these, you know. Right place, right time, right?
Going like 30 miles an hour outside, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But that's what's so nice about having your shacks. It's nice for us to be out here today, but catching quality perch like that is unbelievable. And let's be honest, we're struggling today.
Yeah, it's a slower day. We had to change tactics up to get them to bite, but we're going to do it.
And I like the way that the way you guys do this. You got your shacks hooked up to your ATVs. Moving is simple, isn't it?
Pick up the tubes, move to our next spot. It only takes me about 2 or 3 minutes to drill them in, get their holes all cleared out, and transducers back in, and away we're fishing again.
They won't sit on fish, or when there's no fish. They move. There's a nice perch. Hey, Brett, this is an exciting time at Johnsonville right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of career job openings, right?
Yep, a lot.
And why do you call it a career?
Well, I call it a career because it gives you a purpose, a sense of purpose when you're there. It's not just a job you're, just there to cash a paycheck. You're there to learn and grow, and that's one of the biggest things that Johnsonville's about is learning. A lot of businesses use the people to grow the business. So Johnsonville is backwards in that way, and it's a good way. It's backwards in a good way. They use the business to grow the people, and I'm actually a cool example of that. Johnsonville paid for me to go to school.
Really?
Yep. I have an associate's degree in supervisory management, and they paid for most of that.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kevin. Brett has me convinced to apply at Johnsonville, but in all seriousness, buddy, you guys have great benefits there, right?
Yeah, we have great benefits.
Can you explain a little bit?
Sure. We have very low cost health insurance. We have on-site health nurses. We have a chiropractor on site.
And folks, I want to also mention too that Johnsonville is located in
Johnsonville, Wisconsin.
Which is near Sheboygan Falls, and a great area to live too, isn't it?
Yes. It's a small community, very family oriented.
What do you like about working at Johnsonville?
The people, everybody that works there. We're one big family.
All right. Oh boy, that wind is howling, isn't it, buddy?
Sure is. It's a nice little school that came through. I got one right away and then dropped right back in and caught another one.
Here he is, and oh yeah, another, now not huge, but that's the perfect eater size. You've fished this lake for many, many years, buddy. When you see them come in like that, look and leave, that is so frustrating. I am marking so many.
Yeah, there's a lot of fish here right now. They just don't want to bite. And when you get a chance where they do get active, like this little school did, as fast as I pulled that one up, I dropped in and caught a second one.
So just a slow lift, or?
This one I was dropping back down and it hit it on the way up.
Yay!
I missed that big walleye earlier.
Ooh, what a crappie, Blake.
A crappie.
Grab him. I know it's cold.
Oh,
there you go. That's not a bad crappie right there.
No, I thought it was going to be a perch, but it's a nice crappie.
You have been fishing hard today, and it's so frustrating, isn't it, when you see them?
Oh my gosh, especially right before dark, you start to see more fish on the hummingbird.
Are you starting to see more?
Yes, but they're not being very aggressive.
No,
but that's okay. I'm glad to get a crappie.
Yeah, and you just kind of decide to come out of the shack and pop a few holes and move around, huh?
Yeah, it's cold out today.
It's cold out, not for Ryan and I. We're warm, aren't we, Ryan?
Love it.
Yeah, no, go back in your shack. Nice crappie, though.
Thanks. I'm with my buddy Len at Amsoil, and I just want to let you know I've had my car for a very long time. So I want to make sure it maintains good mileage, keeps it clean, and I still have horsepower. Does Amsoil have a product for that?
Surprisingly enough, Blake, we do.
For all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Performance Improver is going to be the product that you're looking for.
Okay.
It's deposits that actually create the issues that you're talking about. So if you can keep the engine from building deposits, then you will help fuel economy. You'll make good power, so you're going to win those races.
And keep it clean?
And it keeps everything clean. So Amsoil Performance Improver is what you're looking for.
Awesome. For more information, go to amsoil.com.
Got one, Matt. Got one, buddy. Got one. Holy cow, look at, there he is, Matt. Whoa, big old white bass.
Nice one.
Holy cow. That was so cool, folks. That fish came off the bottom, Matt. He didn't hit until I was 10 feet up. You know that?
Looked like you were working him for quite a while.
I was. I want to get back down there real quick. Hold him up, though, if the folks can see him. Now, a lot of times in the mud here, you want to get your lure back down as fast as you can, right?
Before they leave, yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. So he's got the Mega Live set up over there, and I'm just using my regular Humminbird here. And you're seeing the fish come into us, aren't you?
Yeah, from 15 feet away. I can tell you when you got one coming at you.
So when are you going to get your Humminbird Mega Live?
Tomorrow.
Now, after using it today, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Is it really a game changer, buddy?
I don't want to fish without one, no.
I know. So that's all he's done today is sit over there and watch the Mega Live. But he's telling me when my fish are coming through. Mm-hmm. Now that's a nice fish.
Yeah, that's a medium. That's not one of the big ones, but it's a nice one.
What do you got, Matty? What do you got, buddy? What do you got? Oh, nice walleye. Look at that fish, Matt. Wow. And we should tell the folks, we're getting a little bit more towards evening now, and you're seeing a lot more activity, aren't you, on the locator?
Yeah, a lot of perch are swimming around down the bottom. This one was actually, I was down there messing around with a perch, and this one was up a couple of feet above me. I saw him coming down.
I cannot get over the size of the walleyes on Winnebago this year. Hold that out. Now, that's about a 17-incher, but look at the girth, huh?
Yep.
Boy, is that a beautiful fish, Matt.
Nice little
so that
bellies
was on the bottom, coming off the bottom?
No, this one was up a couple of feet above me, and I saw it coming down.
And when you see them coming down like that, they're going to bite.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, we've struggled today, but it's been a good day, hasn't it?
All in all, for this high pressure that we got going here, it's actually not turned out too bad.
Folks, the biggest ice fishing tournament in the world takes place right here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, on Lake Winnebago, Lake Poygan, the whole system. And this year, it's February 17th and 18th at Menominee Park in Oshkosh. And I'll tell you what, we have 10,000, 12,000 people come to this event every year. Big time prizes, right?
F-150 Ford truck and a Lund Impact with a 150 Mercury on the back.
Yeah, that's not bad. Plus, literally hundreds of other prizes. I mean, fishing shacks, hunting trips. You can win pretty much anything at this event, and a lot of people do walk away a winner. And you get tickets for this event at any Wisconsin Fleet Farm store. And again, where? BattleOnBago.com. And folks, it is a great event. Family Fish Fry Friday night. A lot of fun. February 17th and 18th right here in Oshkosh at Menominee Park. Captain Matt Merten guides Lake Winnebago on a daily basis. For more information, give Matt a call. That phone number is 920-410-2206. 410-2206.
Here he comes, right up out of the weeds. Oh, baby, you hammered it! What a way to start the day. What I love about this new Mickey Acme Tungsten jig is it features two Mickey ears that are almost like a crankbait bill coming off the front of the jig. What this does is allow it to plane, act like a jigging type of minnow, and as you pop it, it bounces and gives real erratic action. You can see the difference in the action, and that's gonna seal a deal for the fish eating it right now. This is a technique and a jig that fish have not seen yet. It's unbelievable. You gotta get this jig underneath the ice this year.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
Well, thanks, Matt, for a fun day. You always do a great job to put us on fish, and really good fishing is yet to come, correct?
Yeah, thank you. It's my pleasure. And yeah, I'd say the fishing ramps up from here. We just got out here, just found a couple of schools, and there's a lot of bait in the system. They're going to eat that up as the winter goes, and I would think towards the end it should get pretty good.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet, but we'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm Blake Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.